What's up, Magic Family? It's KG Smooth, and I am here with Houston's own Christina Wells as we go Behind the Magic with Christina Wells. First of all, it's an honor to meet you, and thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for wanting to have me. This is huge for me, so thank you.
Yeah, hey, you were telling me that you've been listening, forever.
Forever. Yeah, of course. I mean, I grew up in Houston, and so 102, like that's. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's that music. My mama listens. Oh, yeah, that's that music.
So tell us about you. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Pasadena.
Okay.
I grew up in Pasadena. I graduated from Pasadena High School back in the 90s. The girl's a little older than she looked. And, I grew up here in Houston. And a little later on in my adulthood, I moved away for a little while. But I came back just about 5-6 years ago. And my mama, my daddy, my sister live here. And I have 2 boys, and here we are.
Here you are, doing big things.
I mean, I'm trying to. You got to think big to be big,
to be
right?
big, yeah. So for those of you who may not know, Christina is an alum of America's Got Talent. She was on last summer, made it all the way to the semifinals, and that voice and this big personality is what got her, so far. So you're a registered nurse.
I am. I am a registered nurse. I will always be a nurse.
So what made you want to audition for America's Got Talent?
Well, let me tell you, it's actually a fantastic story because I quit trying to audition for shows and try to put myself out there a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And a couple of years ago, there's a competition in Pride called Pride Superstar here in Houston. And I did it on a whim. Okay. I thought, okay, I'll do this. It'll be fun, right? Little something to sing. I just need to sing a couple songs. I know the kids ain't going to want me to stay long. I'm going to go home. Okay. I won the competition. Wow. I was so shocked. There's pictures of me, and I'm literally like, what?
Really?
Yes. And my prize was to make a music video and to record at a studio. So at Westside Recording with Ton Trong, recorded I Know Where I've Been, which is now my big audition song that I did on America's Got Talent because I had been in Hairspray. And I recorded it just like, I will have something for my kids. Here it is. I recorded something for you guys. When I'm dead, you'll have this recording of me. Well, that video got shared and America's Got Talent saw it. Ah. And they reached out to me.
They reached out to you.
Hey!
Oh, so it went the other way around. Not I reached out to them. They reached out to me. Talk about that power.
Well, I don't even know if it's power because I'll be honest, when I got that email, I was like, whatever. Come on, spam. Get out my email, Yeah. I never would have thought. I mean, I think we all have our insecurities. One of my big insecurities is that I'm too fat or too old. Mm-hmm. To do things. I think we think that opportunities and talent belong to the young. And so I'm 43. And for me
wow, this is a good 43.
Right? I'm 43. It's a good year, right? I'll be 44 this year. And I think I really, for a long time, have believed that opportunities and talent, they're for the young. I'm too old, and I'm going to do this as a hobby. Yeah. So when they reached out, of course, you know what happened. I ended up going on the show. I figured Simon's going to tell me I can sing, but I'm too big to be in the industry. And that's not what happened. That is not what happened. I was stunned, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people in America were stunned. I have gotten plenty of email.
Okay, plenty of email.
People have slid into the DMs to tell me that they could not believe that Simon Cowell has accepted me as a plus size person, as a plus size woman. We've all seen him tell people in the past that weight is a barrier, and he told me it was not a barrier to my voice. And when you get vetted by Simon Cowell, like. Oh my goodness, everybody's like, oh, now your life has changed. Why is your life changed? I'm like, because Simon Cowell said I could sing. Like, that's really big. That's all I needed. Like, check, I'm done. Verified by Simon Cowell. Mama's ready to go. Yeah. So, I made it all the way to the semifinals. Was really shocked each time I made it to the next level. Like, a lot of people tease me because I cry. I cry easily. I have a lot of feelings. They all right here on my sleeve right here.
What's your sign?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Okay.
I'm all the Sagittarius.
Okay.
I'm every bit of it, every letter. And so, I just have a lot of feelings and emotions, and I was always sure I was going to go home. And instead, they kept keeping me, and I kept on going to the next level. And so I made it to the top 20. I was a semifinalist. And then when I got cut, a lot of people sent me condolences. A lot of people were like, okay, you tried. Maybe you could go another time. Maybe you could go to The Voice, so on and so forth. But after I came off the show, I was like, you know what? I always told myself sitting on the couch, eating Popeyes or whatever I was doing, that if I could just get in front of Simon Cowell and he could see me sing, he would know what I have. Everybody tells himself this, right? If only I could get in front of these people, if only they could hear me. Well, now the world has heard me. 16 million people tuned into my last episode of America's Got Talent.
Wow.
So I have people reaching out to me from Australia, UK, Japan, the Philippines. Just this week, last seasons of America's Got Talent was released in Denmark. So I've gotten a whole slew of people in Denmark who've reached out to me. So if now people are saying I can sing, then I need to go take this and I need to run with it. And I set a goal coming off the show. I performed on September 11th was my last performance. September 12th I was cut. And September 13th I was back in Houston, and I sat down with a piece of paper and I'm like, here are the things that are going to happen by the time my 1 year anniversary of my audition happens. So June 5th, yesterday, was the 1 year of my national debut on television.
Yes.
And I said, I'm going to release an original single. I'm going to turn this 15 minutes into a career. And my man's here with me. My executive producer, Billy Dorsey, just got here.
Nice.
But yeah, so I set those goals, and I've just been, relentless. When we were on America's Got Talent, everyone had to pick a word to be like, how do you feel? And people are like blessed, grateful. I feel those things. But my word was relentless. Because I'm like, give a girl a bone, she gonna go.
She gonna go.
She gonna go.
We are going behind the magic with Houston's own Christina Wells from last year's America's Got Talent. The new single, her first original song, as it's been titled here, Ready or Not.
Yes.
I like the song. It's an incredible message to anyone that has been told, oh, you're too much, or you're too loud, or, bring it down.
Or the other direction. That's what I've realized. Or you're too little.
Or you're too
right?
little.
Or you're too quiet. Or you don't have enough. Like the whole concept of the song, these are my things that people have told me are my deficits. Everyone has been told by someone that they have a deficit. One of my favorite stories, one of the career advisors at Brandy high school told her she was too unattractive and not talented enough to ever have a career in entertainment, and she needed to rethink things. I love that story. I think about it all the time. We all have someone who tries to derail us, even in good intentions.
Yeah.
And so these are the things people have told me. But what I'm learning is everyone has those things. So insert your things into the song and just know, like, you could do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's never too late. You're never too old. You're never too fat. You're never too loud. None of that.
And explain and talk about how, it starts with you. You have to have the confidence within yourself in order to believe so others can believe. And I mean, I'm sure, rejection has, been a prerequisite in your climb to success. But what did making it to each round when you were on the show, what did that do for your confidence?
I think it was validation, like you
already knew,
right?
It
like,
was just
it's like
affirmation.
I feel like I have something. I will tell you, I have never doubted my voice. I've always doubted my vessel. So I've always felt that my voice was a gift, and I'm so grateful for that gift, but it's just there. Like, I'm not trying to be whatever, but I don't have like these years of training. I don't have all these, I don't have a ton of technique and skill. People ask me all the time for voice lessons. I'm like, I can't teach you how to sing. I could teach you a cardiac arrest response. I can teach you
how to do CPR,
yes, exactly,
things like that.
Yes. But I can't teach you how to sing because I don't even, I'm even learning now how to make sure I sing in a healthy way. I've started taking voice lessons in the past year because I'm using this tool all the time. But my voice is just a gift. It was my vessel that I've always doubted. Who is going to want to, I used to think if I could take my voice and put it in someone else, I would meet people and be like, man, if my voice could be in her. Man, if she had my voice, she could take it places. She could carry it where it needs to go. And for years, I believed that. And on the show, I realized that people were willing to accept me like this. You know what I mean? I think it would have been bad if I had somehow had some major weight loss or done some major thing to change myself and then got on the show. Do you know what I mean? Because then it would have been like, see, I told you I had to lose weight. I had to change who I was in order to have a career. But instead I went just like this, Christina, and people accepted me. And each level, you're saying like, oh my goodness, like you actually think, that's like that feeling inside. And then I, kind of put your shoulders back. You're like, oh, okay. You like me like this? All right, we're here.
Christina Wells is in the building, and you also brought along
I brought
your PIC.
Yes.
Partner in crime, partner in writing, partner in production. Yes, sir. Introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name's Billy Dorsey, and it is an honor to be here with my sister Christina Wells today at Magic 102.
Yes.
Billy Dorsey. So, tell us about the song. Like, what? How did the song come about? What was that writing session like when you all came up with Ready or Not.
It's so funny. It's when you know something's supposed to happen. Billy has a phrase, I'm in the right seat. And I had never heard that phrase before. So Billy and I met. A mutual friend of ours, Nicholas Johnson, who did the music production on the song. He had reached out to me. He had met me. He was like, I'd love to work with you sometime. This was recorded at Sugar Hill Studios. And
the legendary.
Yes, and he works there. And he just was like, I'd love to work with you. I was like, okay, here's my card. He texted me a couple of weeks later and was like, I have a song I think you'd like. Do you have time tomorrow at 10 a.m. to meet? I was like, sure. He's like, have you ever heard of Billy Dorsey? And I was honest. I was like, no, I haven't. He was like, well, look him up. Tomorrow you're going to meet him. I said, okay. And I'm just thinking opportunity. Well, I look him up and he's like, got a list of accolades like nobody's business. Grammy, check. Dove Awards, check. Stellar Awards, check, check. He's accomplished so many things in the music industry. And so I'm going in the next morning. I'm a little hesitant. I'm worried. Like, I don't know what we're going to do. And I walk in the door and I meet this man and he says to me, Christina, it's nice to meet you. I'll be honest. I didn't look you up because I wanted to find out about you from you. Right. And I said, that makes you kind of go, okay, like, all right. And we sat down and he said, so what's your message? And I will be honest. I think I've been waiting for someone to ask me that because I motivationally speak. Mm-hmm. And whenever I speak, there's so many things I'm so passionate about. Like, I feel like there's so many little Christinas out in the world, and some of them are big, some of them are men, some of them are girls, some of them are children. And I just want to tell them, like, you can do it. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm here. Come on,
Yeah,
right.
And he says to me, what's your message? And I just start talking. I'm telling him things. I'm crying. We've only known each other for
a few weeks.
A
couple months now, maybe.
And instantly we connected. I have not felt so comfortable to share with someone I barely know. And within 2 hours, the song was written.
Well, energy doesn't lie. I always tell the young people, I'm like, yo, in life, as you experience things and grow up and grow older, trust the vibes that you get because energy doesn't lie.
It does not, no.
And
never lies.
You can always tell when someone is genuine and real. I mean, I think we go through life with our feelings as our compass.
Yes.
And, if it doesn't feel right, like, I'm not messing with it. I don't care how much money it is or how good it sounds.
I agree.
But
if
you know
it
what?
doesn't feel right.
In life, so many people have learned to tamp that down.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're taught that if you want to succeed in certain venues, you cannot go by your feelings. You cannot go by the vibe. You have to go by what your goal is and put those other things to the side. They teach you to work with people you don't like. They teach you to work with people you don't get along with. In corporate America, those things may be true.
Right.
But music is a spiritual thing.
Yes.
It's a connection.
Yeah.
And what you feel when you're creating it, as we did when we created this song, is the same thing, the same energy, the same vibe that people will feel when they receive it, when they hear it.
Yes.
So if you're working with people that you don't have that connection with, it comes across in the music.
Yes.
But when you have that connection, like we did from day one, and JTL, my other partner that worked on the song too, we came together and it was just a natural fit.
It was amazing.
That's what people are hearing.
It was amazing. And I tell you, I say it all the time. When you're in the booth, when you're in the studio, you literally are hitting save on everything that's in that space.
Of course.
The air, that feelings, the energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whatever's happening in that space, you're just hitting save and you're pressing it into that song. And I can tell you that this song, like, there's a reason that when I sing it, I have so much feelings because you're literally giving me lyrics to things I've been trying to express. You ever try to express something to somebody and you're like, I'm trying to find the words. My favorite lyric in this song is, I won't be a prison to your insecurities.
Yeah.
Oh, that line. When I read that, I was like, oh, Billy, this is the one.
When I heard that, when I listened to it, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the first line that got me was like, I won't fit in your box.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, okay. And then that lyric right there, I was like, oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, this is going to help somebody today.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just get into the song right now. Christina Wells, Ready or Not. That was the song from America's Got Talent semifinalist Christina Wells, H-Town's own, Ready or Not. Written and produced by Mr. Billy Dorsey, who is also here along with your co-writer.
With JTL, and Nicholas Johnson actually produced it. I wrote it, JTL vocal produced it, Nicholas Johnson produced the music.
Yeah, let's get those credentials right. Yes. So now that it's here, and it's here to the world, how does it feel?
It feels amazing. Like, people have asked me what's the point of the song. Like, what do you think that you want the song to do? And I will tell you that you said earlier, you have to feel confident for other people to believe in you. Right. Mm-hmm. I feel like when you listen to this song, I'm going to let you borrow 5 minutes, actually 4 minutes and 11 seconds of my confidence.
Yeah.
I want you to hold on to it for those 4 minutes and 11 seconds. And I want you to see how it feels. And then I want you to figure out a way to reproduce that in your life.
Yeah. I want you to give all the women out there who may have felt less than, or they're a single mother and they've got all this other stuff going on and they feel as if they cannot go after their dreams. You did it.
Yeah.
So what would you say to that one that's doubting?
If you're doubting yourself right now, just realize that those doubts they're not coming from a place of positivity. Like, in order to believe and in order for the sun to shine, it's got to rise. You have to stop and think, do I really want it? And if you want it, you have to want it more than you fear it. You have to go after it and you have to put your energy into it. What you manifest in front of you is what will happen. So I promise you, there was a day whenever I was laying in bed, I'm like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I had to decide, if I'm laying here thinking this, then everyone else is going to think this. So I'm going to start thinking the opposite. I am not too big. I am not too fat. I am not too loud. I am not too much for anyone. These are hurdles. And if you're going to get to me, you're going to have to jump them. Jump them so you can arrive at the prize. And that is me. You are the prize. Your dreams are not too big. Think bigger. Think better. Because the bigger you think, the better it will be.
And there you have it. So I am anxious to know, are you two still writing and collaborating together? Are we going to get something, maybe an EP? I don't know, a full-length album? What is the word?
We are working on a full-length album. A full-length album from Christina Wells is in the works.
Okay.
So Ready or Not is the first taste. I love to sing. I love to sing about everything, but I really want to sing anthems. I want to sing things that make people feel something, and I want to share my journey, and I want to help other people on theirs. And Billy is the perfect match for me with songwriting. He and I he took my words, he made them into lyrics, and I asked him, I'm like, did I write this with you? He's like, you did. I was like, yay!
Absolutely, she did.
Yeah.
And just his generosity of spirit, and he understands how to capture what it is I feel inside and what it is I want to put out into the world. And so I told him, I was like, will you please be the captain of this ship and take me all the way? He's like, yes, I will. I was like, let's do it. Let's do it.
And Billy, for you, what's it been like working with this incredible spirit?
We have this expression that we say often with Christina, it's all the feels. And so working with her, you're going to run the gamut from inspirational to very emotional to passionate, to fun, to sexy. Like, all of these things are encompassed not only in Ready or Not, but they're who she is. So my job as an executive producer with the album is going to be to make sure every song captures very intrinsically a facet of who she is, so that when people hear it, we don't have to tell them what the feel is. They'll know when they hear the song.
Yeah, yes,
that's
baby.
the goal. So I'm super excited.
Yeah. Got all the juice.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so. You know what? My children call me the juice. That is hilarious that you
Shut
just said
up.
that. Yes, they do. Literally a text message like juice.
Juice. So would I be correct to say that maybe Lizzo's Juice might be one of your jams?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
We love
and I
Lizzo.
think, Lizzo is doing what I hope to do. She just uses a little different template than I do. But I ain't mad at her, girl. Handle your business, you know? She's out there doing it. But what is she saying? She's saying we're all worthy, we're all capable, you know? She just she twerk it out to you. She twerk it out to you.
Yeah. Well, I'm so excited for you. I cannot wait to hear the rest of the project.
Thank you.
When it's coming out. I'm not going to ask for a projection of a release date, because
Yeah, well, you never
it can come
know.
out anytime. Yeah. We live in a digital world. You can just drop
with
it.
this song, we were like, well, we're just writing, we're talking, and then what happened? Oh, well, it's finished. Oh, well, let's think about doing a music video. Oh, well, it's already scheduled.
Right.
Oh, it's shot. Like, the music video was shot, directed by David Wen,
Right.
Ox Pictures. One shot, one take. We did and so we only had to do it 7-8 times,
Right.
Maybe 10. A one shot, and it happened so easily. Everything has just been like, okay, door open, walk through it. You know, I think so many times we turn around, we're banging on this door.
Right.
We're like, can I please? And you're like, no, that's not where I need to go. Knock, 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 knock. And this door back here is just open. Then there's arrows pointing at it. Like that's what this has been like. And I feel like the album will be the same because it's just been falling into place.
Well, we're looking forward to it, and I really appreciate you coming on, sharing with the Magic family. You too, Mr. Billy Dorsey. Please give out all your social media so we can follow you.
Yes, please. If you guys want, ChristinaWells.com, you can hit all the buttons there. But my moniker is at Sing Christina, SingChristina, because that's what I do. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And if you want to follow my dresses, it's at Christina Wells Fashion. If you want to follow my makeup and nails, it's at Christina Wells Beauty. So.
Listen, man, just all around diva.
You know, I gotta deliver. I gotta be like the postman and be like, knock, knock. Here you go.
She sings, she writes, she designs and makes clothes, does hair and makeup and nails. I mean, just the one-stop shop right here in Christina Wells. Thank you so much for stopping by.
You.
I really appreciate it. No, we appreciate it. You know, we support our own here at Magic 102, you know, and H-Town's finest, two of H-Town's finest
right.
Yes, sir.
right here today. And we appreciate y'all for coming through.
It's an honor.
Thank you. Thank you very much.